I'm Jay and welcome back to my channel. On this channel, we talk about all things lifestyle, health, and wellness. So if you have not already, be sure to hit that subscribe button below so that you can stay up to date on all new content. Now let's jump right on in. Now today I'm doing something a little different than what I normally do. As you can see, you're seeing my kitchen. I normally don't show my full apartment, but I turned it around today because today's segment is going to be cooking with JD. If you have not already, before I even jump in, you need to get your Food as Medicine Anti-Inflammatory Cookbook. It's $15 and the link can be found in the description below. Today, I thought it would be fun to make one of the recipes out of my cookbook, just something really, really simple and easy and quick. And so today we are gonna make the fresh guacamole recipe that can be found on page 28 of the cookbook. Now, me personally, I love fresh guacamole. When I go to Mexican restaurants and things like that, I love to either order queso or guacamole, or a lot of times both. Guacamole is just so good. You can put it on top of literally anything, and it just adds that zing and zang that you need and that extra boost of flavor. So I personally love guacamole, and I taught myself how to make it. I just got tired of spending so much at restaurants and stuff for guacamole. I think the last time I went to a Mexican restaurant and got like a guacamole appetizer, it was like $11. And I'm like, dang, when I can make my own guacamole, just by buying a couple of avocados and a few other things, and it'll be just as good, if not better. So let's jump right on in. I'm gonna show you guys how to make this. And again, this recipe is on page 28 of the cookbook. So if you have the cookbook, after watching this video, make it yourself. Have a guac night. And some margaritas or something like that. I don't know, put it on your tacos, whatever you want. I personally love guacamole as a snack. The other big thing with guacamole is, of course, the main ingredients is avocados. I love avocados, and the whole point of the cookbook is teaching people or showing people that they can still eat anti-inflammatory while not skipping on the flavor. One good thing to know about avocados is they have about one single avocado, one large avocado has about 975 milligrams of potassium, which is about twice the amount of potassium in bananas. So why does that matter? Somebody like me with dermatomyositis, which is a musculoskeletal autoimmune disease, potassium helps with muscle function, and of course it keeps your heart healthy. So I need that. So I love to eat this as an anti-inflammatory healthy snack that's going to help my overall muscle functionality and keep my symptoms at bay. So fresh guacamole, page 28, let's jump right on in. So to start, what you need is 2 avocados and a lime. And again, this is my first time recording from this angle, so you might not be able to see everything. I'm just going to pick it up to show you in the camera. Fresh red onion, and I already chopped it up to save time because I don't want y'all sitting here while I chop onion. Minced garlic, you're going to need a little teaspoon of that. And then the only seasonings I use are Himalayan pink sea salt. I don't use white salt. I use pink Himalayan sea salt. There's more minerals in this, and it's just overall better. So Himalayan sea salt is more sodium and chloride, and I need that for my body. So pink Himalayan sea salt, and a little bit goes a long way too. That's why I like it. Onion powder and garlic powder. I do not use onion salt or garlic salt. I use onion powder, garlic powder. And then just utensils you need from around the kitchen: a mixing bowl, a knife so you can cut out your avocado and scoop out the pit, a spoon so you can mix everything, a cutting board. Again, I had already chopped up my red onion, but you need that to chop up your red onion. And then something to serve it. Now, me personally, I have this cute little avocado bowl, avocado shaped bowl to serve it out of. It came with a spoon. It's so cute. So after I make it, I'm gonna put it in here and then let it sit in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes because that's how all the flavor sits and gets good. So anyway, let's just start. So first things first, you want to cut open your avocado. And I'm sorry, again, you're just not gonna be able to see me cutting it open. Now, one thing, when you cut your avocado open, me personally, I just cut it open and then I take my knife and I just like make a lot of slits and then I just squeeze it into the bowl. I don't do anything fancy like I know they have little avocado scoopers and all that. I just squeeze it. because it don't matter. We're gonna mix everything and it's gonna be, you know, all a smooth consistency anyway. So remove the pit from the other side of the avocado and then do the same thing. I'm just cutting it. I really just cut it because it makes it easier to just like squeeze into this bowl. And so that's what I'm doing. Also, this avocado looks really, really good. It's still really green. Surprisingly, I've had this avocado for 2 weeks. Now, in the cookbook, I have a pro tip on how you can keep your avocados from going bad before you're ready to use them. But you gotta buy the book to get that. So, get your book. Or if you have the book, look on page 28. But yes, there is a way that when you buy your avocados, you can store them and they'll last for up to 2 weeks, and it really does work. This is a newer avocado, but again, I'm making, really it's just me, so I probably don't need all this, but whatever. I'm doing it to show y'all the recipe. Same thing, cut it open. This one isn't as ripe, so I don't know if I'm gonna use both sides. And then again, squeeze into the bowl as such. Okay, so once you've done that, it's gonna look like this. You just got a bowl full of squeezed avocado. What I then do is I take my red onion. Like I said, I already chopped mine up. And to be honest, I know I put like the portions in the book because it's a cookbook, but I'm like my grandma, I just cook to taste. I really don't measure things out, but I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of fresh chopped red onion, or basically all of this, in. And then for the minced garlic, I'm just gonna take, again, I do it to taste, but a little scoopage in there. And I always do it depending on how much avocado I have. The next thing I'm gonna do is take my pink Himalayan sea salt, shake it on in. Again, I do stuff to taste, baby. Real chefs, we do it to taste. But look in the cookbook for the dimensions. And then the same thing I will do with my onion powder and my garlic powder. I put a little more onion and garlic powder than I do salt. You don't want it real, real salty. And so let me get my garlic powder opened up. And again, you have fresh onion, you have fresh garlic, so you really don't even need a whole lot of this. That's why I like the recipe, because I like to use fresh ingredients for my flavor versus like seasonings, but I still need it to be seasoned and good. The next thing we're gonna do is take our lime. I roll it to make it a little soft to get the juices inside flowing. So I roll it up, and then I'm gonna take my knife and I'm gonna cut it open. Once I've done that, I'm gonna take my lime and I'm just gonna squeeze it all over the mixture. Sorry, I gotta use both hands. I still have a little issues with my hands. And this lime don't got a whole lot of juice, which I'm annoyed, but you wanna get a lime that's pretty juicy and good, because the lime is what's gonna set it off. But again, take it, squeeze your lime in. I'm gonna cut a little bit more because this don't barely got juice. And I just bought this. So cutting it, and I'm gonna just try to stab into it a little bit to get the juices flowing. There we go. And then again, squeeze your lime all over your... And the reason why the lime juice is important too is because it's gonna give you, it's gonna help make that consistency that you need, that smooth consistency of the guacamole. And so you need like the lime juice. Okay, so now all of my ingredients are in my bowl, and all I'm gonna do is take a large mixing spoon and then just mix it until it's a smooth consistency. So as I'm mixing, I kind of do have to like stab at it a little bit, just because, you know, again, I just cut up the avocado and then I just, you know, like mashed it into the bowl. And so it's kind of in humps. So you just want to take it and just keep on stirring until you have a smooth, pretty consistency. And you can just smell all the different flavors, which is what I love. Because again, like fresh red onion, your lime, your minced garlic, that's really all you need. You do need a little salt because avocado has absolutely no taste on its own, but again, you know, you don't need much. And that's why I like this recipe as well, because it's only a few ingredients. And you're making you a whole bowl. So again, just a few more twists and turns of my wrist to get it to that smooth consistency. And I'll show y'all in a second. Once you have it to the desired consistency, which I think this looks pretty good. I'm gonna show y'all. Perfect. Then put it, now I could just take this and just put the top on it and set it in my refrigerator for about 30 minutes because I like all my flavors to mix in, but I'm doing this for y'all, so I'm gonna put it in the mixing. I mean in my avocado bowl because it's just so cute. Let's get this all out. Okay, great. So now I have my guac in my avocado bowl, and I'm just gonna put the top on there and then refrigerate for at least 30 minutes. I might refrigerate mine for like 30 minutes to an hour because again, it just allows all that fresh onion, that minced garlic, your sea salt, all that, and your avocado to just kind of gel together, the lime juice to gel together, and so that the flavors really pop when you're ready to eat. Now, when you're ready to eat it, you can just eat it with tortilla chips or again, use it as a topping on some of your favorite dishes. Me personally, I like to eat it with blue corn tortilla chips. I like blue corn tortilla chips because they, or at least this brand, because they're gluten-free. And so again, gluten, I'm not gluten intolerant, but gluten is an inflammatory food. So regular tortilla chips contain gluten. So if you're sitting there eating a lot of tortilla chips with your guacamole, you're almost defeating the purpose of the anti-inflammatory component of this recipe. So I do blue corn tortilla chips, gluten-free, because they don't cause me to flare up. They don't mess with my skin or anything like that, or make me feel bad after I eat this snack. So once my guac is set in the fridge for about 30 minutes, then I'll get it, pull it out, and then I'll, put it in a little bowl, and I'll have my blue corn tortilla chips, and it'll be a healthy snack for later. And honestly, there's been times for work I've made this guacamole, and that was my lunch. Like, it's really pretty filling. One avocado, one full, and I use two, medium-sized, large-sized avocados is pretty filling. It's more filling than you realize. So, again, we're done. That's the whole recipe. That's the whole how you do it. That's it. It's pretty easy and simple. And again, it's an anti-inflammatory food. Please, again, if you have the cookbook, page 28 is where this recipe can be found. And if you don't have the cookbook, get it so that you can get the tip on how to preserve avocados. Avocados cost too much money these days. Everything costs too much money these days. And I used to hate when I would be, buy a couple and then thinking that I would use it pretty quickly, and then by the time I'm ready to use it, I cut into it and it's brown and nasty. So there is a foolproof way to preserve your avocados for up to 2 weeks. So check that out. Get your cookbook, and then, if you have tried this recipe from out of the cookbook, let me know in the comments what you think. If you plan on trying it, put that in the comments as well. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And again, I hope that you guys are buying the cookbook. But with that being said, thanks for watching. Until next time.
Ladies and gentlemen.